Questions on tying your horse up. Why should I tie my horse up? It is known that tying your horse helps to have more successful time in the saddle. It also helps them to become more relaxed and calm. Tying them up, for example, to a fence post, and then when ducks or a truck go by, they become used to the things and realize they shouldn't be afraid or get worked up about these things. Spending more time tied up will help them have less fear for the everyday objects. When we first got Harley, he was scared of orange cats, but over time, he became accustomed to them. Tying him up had a part in helping him become accustomed to things that are normal that might just be an everyday occurrence. I can definitely see a difference when our horses are tied up more. They have a better attitude. Another good example, when we are loading them in the trailer and haven't tied them up in a while, they are acting more stubborn than usual. But if we tied them up beforehand, then they would behave like they should. An article I read also says that it helps your relationship with your horse. It seems to me the more they are tied up, the more they understand who is the boss of the relationship. This will prevent accidents. It is not safe to have a relationship that your horse is the boss and commands you how to handle him or her. That is pretty much my answer to why you should tie your horse up. So, where should I tie my horse? This is a good question. Wherever you want. Inside the barn is just one that depends on the situation, though. For example, if your horse is tied up in a stall, is that going to help them become more aware of everyday surroundings? Probably not. Well, it is not bad to tie your horse up in a stall, but it does not encourage being aware of the normal objects outside. Basically, anywhere else would work better, like outside the barn, inside their pen, outside their pen, anywhere you want to tie them up, just try it. Always make sure that there is not something that could potentially get stepped on by your horse. Keep in mind it is good to change the location of where you tie your horse from day to day. Okay, so the next question is, what should I tie my horse up to? Patience poles are a good idea. There are a lot of good ideas on how to make those on Pinterest and Google, things like that. Another idea is on a hitching post or rail. We usually tie our horses to a strong, sturdy fence and post. When should I tie my horse up? Whenever fits your schedule best. If you tie your horse up at 7 a.m. when you start feeding, you could come back and untie them when you are finished feeding. As long as you check on them every once in a while, then they should be fine for long amounts of time. Changing how long you tie them up each day helps them understand who's the boss and helps the relationship between you and the horse. This next question is, which knot should I do? Any knot will work. Here is a clip of the knot we use. I'm not sure what it is called. This knot is a good knot because it is strong and will not come undone unless for a rare reason your horse falls to the ground. This knot will slip undone so your horse will not be harmed. Always make sure your knot and the remaining rope are above their foot and leg range to prevent accidents from happening. Never leave more than a foot of rope space between the horse and the fence. Do not let your horse turn his or her head and neck to look at you with anger or any bad intentions. Hopefully you know what I mean. Also, it is not good if your horse is lifting his or her foot and is stomping it. Clap or make a loud noise or something else that makes them stop continuing one of these actions. I thought this was funny. Suha usually does this after I untie her most every day. Thank you for listening to this and watching. Let me know if this helped at all. This is all what I learned and believe from my experience. I am not a professional by any means. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Have a good day.